Hello everybody, this is a Lamley Showcase Part 3 of our year-end Lamley Awards extravaganza. We've already shown the honorable mentions, we've already shown most of the winners in yesterday's video, and I have two more to unveil later today, but I wanted to dedicate this video to one casting. It's a Hot Wheels model, that helped celebrate the 50th anniversary, and one that I will think of whenever I think of 2018 because it dominated, not in terms of sheer numbers released, but in terms of attention. I'm guessing you probably know, but now you do, what model I am talking about. Not only because there were so many of them and people constantly were after them, but because this model was just released in amazingly large numbers. We saw not one, or two, or three, or four, or even five, or six, or seven, or eight, but 9 releases of the Hot Wheels 55 Bel Air Gasser. And to put that in perspective, I don't know when I've ever seen 9 different castings released in one year, but it was more than a third of what has been totally released of the 55 Gasser. So we're going to walk through not only the 9 releases in 2018, but I'll walk through real quickly all of the releases of the Gasser, which I have. There's one that I'll explain that's not part of it, but we're going to do that right now. Okay, before we do that, a little background on the 55 Gasser, released in, I think it was 2013. Brendan Vitesky designed it. He's actually working on a real Gasser himself. And it was popular the second it was released, and we've seen it just gain more and more popularity as time goes on. It's served as a premium model, it's served as special event models, you name it, and that's pretty much represented all of 2018 with one exception. It was never a basic model. It was never released. For all 9 releases, none were released in the basic range, which is crazy. I think it's coming in the 2019 basic range, but to think of all these releases and none of them in the main line. But let's walk through them. There are 2 actually Gasser castings. This is one that you can know it. There's a lot of subtle details, but ultimately it comes down to the front rivet. You have the one that's basically at the Malaysia factory. It's the model that you'll see in the basic range. Is there anything that will come out? That tool is at the basic. It has the rivet in the very, very front. And a couple of years ago, Brendan actually wanted to make a more premium version that took the rivet away from the front and moved it behind the front axle, changed the detailing a little bit in the front to make it a little cleaner. So you'll see that on some premium releases. Not all, but some. Anything that's RLC related or convention related is going to be like that. Okay, let's walk through them. First one of 2018. I don't know if I have them perfectly in order. That's because there's so many released. From the, the Car Meet 5-pack. You can see a lot of them will have Brendan Vitesky's last name somewhere on the deco. The great thing about a Gasser is you can do anything you want to it. Crazy colors, crazy decos. You can do it real clean, real sloppy. Sloppy meaning busy. That's probably a better word. So we saw that in the Car Meet. That made a lot of people want that 5-pack, and a lot of people bought it. Second one, I think this one was released before that. May have been the first one released of 2018. Kmart mail-in. All of them share the same deco. This one, while premium, metal base, real riders and such, was actually out of the Malaysia factory, I believe. Yep. And so has the front rivet. But you can see that one was one that you had to mail in for after, I think it was the February Kmart event. Then we had this one, the special Amazon exclusive. And this Gasser's coming from everywhere. Amazon exclusive Hot Legend 9-pack 50th anniversary special. This might have been closest to a basic range equivalent, but ultimately it was released in a 9-pack. Plastic base, basic wheels. So there are only 2 with basic wheels, the 5-pack and this 9-pack exclusive, sold on Amazon. Some people found it in other stores, but I think it was primarily an Amazon exclusive. All right, now we got crazy. In terms of actual sequence of releases, in April was the Hot Wheels convention in Dallas, Texas. This was the finale model. Premium, as I've shown, and the premium casting, so rivet behind the front axle. This one, of all the releases, I think this year, this one is my favorite. In gold with the matte black roof, celebrating 50 years of Hot Wheels. Then we get to this one. This beautiful rose pink, more rose pink than hot pink. You see Brendan Vituski's name on it up above the front wheel. From the 50th Favorite series, this was part of the second batch release, this pink one. And of course, it also had, in this premium series, kind of a car culture-esque type of series, 50th anniversary or 50th favorites. And then it had what was this long kind of, I don't know, kind of confusing release history of the black or more metallic blue exclusive. Supposed to be a Toys R Us exclusive, but Toys R Us sadly went under. So it was switched to a Kroger exclusive, and we still haven't seen it at Kroger stores because people are finding it on Amazon and Walmart's. Hobby dealers got it. So it's just the second release. Let's just call it that. I wouldn't call it anything other than the second or third batch release of the 50th Favorites Gasser. Then we saw it, I guess before that, right about that same time, the Hot Wheels convention. Actually, it was Nationals in Dallas, the Hot Wheels convention in Los Angeles in October. The companion piece, the black with the gold roof, exactly the reverse of the Nationals release, also the finale model. Everything done premium. The paint on these is incredible. Just as pretty as you can get. That duo, like I said, is just probably my favorite of the year. And then to finish off what we thought was the final release, I thought it would be the 8th and final release of 2018, this absolutely fantastic drag strip Demons from Car Culture release in green. The details in this one, if you actually look real close, you'll see references to other Car Culture releases, other releases of the Gasser, just in front of the rear wheel. That's something for you to have to maybe freeze the screen or get one out yourself if you have it and look up real close. There's all kinds of fun little references on that one. We thought that was it, and then Hot Wheels surprised us. Not really the collectors, because this one was meant for Mattel employees, but I guess they can do what they want, and some of them put them up on eBay, and I was one of the suckers who bought one. I had to pay a little bit of money for it, but love the Gasser. I want them all, so I ponied up for this Candy Cane Winter Wonderland MEA Dance Holiday Party exclusive. And only the Gasser can can actually pull off a candy cane wheel with a candy cane deco. So it's very much a toy type model. It's beautiful. Beautiful relative. I mean, is it something? I guess if that one pulled up at a drag race, we'd all love it, right? It's the Gasser, that's what I said. It can pull off everything. All right, those are the 9 releases. Definitely the year of the 55 Gasser. Can we walk through all of them real quickly? Well, let's do it. The first edition, released in the basic range in 3 colors. You had this one in this patina gray, recolored in gold, and like I said, this thing was a hit from the very beginning, then recolored in matte black. Next year, it was released again in the basic range in blue, and considering how popular it already was out of the gate, it was not a surprise to see it as a super treasure hunt. Slightly enhanced with the blue color and some more top deco, and of course the Real Riders looked fantastic on that one. Around that time, the legendary Gasser was released at the RLC. It is the Candy Striper, that's what it's referred to. Beautiful, I'll call this a hot pink deco. That's the one I have, it's the one I opened, one I'm really happy to have. All right, and then we went on to Hot Wheels Heritage from the Redline series. This one, you don't see much talked about this one because it's a little bit bland in terms of its colors, but more and more difficult to get back to the main line. We saw this Heat Fleet version in the main line then as a Walmart exclusive Zamek. I think the Gasser's been just about everything. Like I said, I don't think it's been a Kmart exclusive, but we've seen it as a Walmart exclusive. We've seen it twice in Car Culture. This was the first time. The Bad Gasser from the Redliners series. Just kind of filling in the gaps here. Back to the main line with this flamed version. Then we saw, actually in between the recolor, we saw it as a Target exclusive. So Walmart, Target, not Kmart, not Kroger. But we've seen it as a mail-in, right? Then recolored once again in blue. Man, there's a lot of Gassers. Right about that time, too, it was released its first time in as a convention model. This was just a standard, not the finale, but a convention model. The Wicked Gasser kind of as a companion piece to the Candy Striper with its striped roof and its deco. This was at Pittsburgh in 2017. I think this was the first time that new base or that the new tool was released. And then finally, before all that, 2018, I've got them a little bit out of sequence, but it was the RLC membership car. So this would have been 2017, I believe, in 3 colors, in blue, and this one done more as like a standard like 55 Chevy type deco, which I thought was really cool, in blue, then red with white. These took forever to get released, by the way. And then the one that I think is just absolutely gorgeous with red line Neo wheels, black with the chrome trim and the chrome roof. There you go. There's one model that it just depends on who you are if you consider it part of this collection. As a special gift, the designers made only, I think, a 25 count Zamac version of, which model was it? This one. They did a Zamac version, put it on a card, put a special deco on the card, and then released it essentially to themselves. Gave about 25 to the designers. A couple have gotten out to others, but considering it was so internal and the numbers are so low, I don't consider it part of this Gasser collection. You guys can disagree with me for sure. Don't mind that at all. But in terms of pursuing things that I think are available out there, that's everything right there. That's a whole lot of Gassers. 2018, Year of the Gasser. Tell me what you guys think. It was a fun video to do because I love getting these Gassers out. Thanks, everybody. Part 4 coming up soon. Bye.